let's talk about Doctor Who stuff. And you know, we're going to start at a place that I didn't think would ever start at, right? I've been on a bit of a journey with Terror of the Zygons, right? Let me demonstrate, right? There's one shot in it that has always bothered me, right? And I've always looked forward to it being redone when it gets to audio when it gets to Blu-ray somehow. And I've been sorely disappointed, but I have made an incredible discovery that that technology has moved on so quickly that I don't need anybody else to help me out. So here, let me show you what I'm talking about. We'll look at the Scarison Effects compilation over here. So the original version was 75, 76. The gun's running out. And again, the movements of that just aren't good. I mean, compare that to the Drashig, which had like this like slower, heavier movement. This just looks, and again, I'm not taking a shit on them, right? Because you know, they had limited resources at the time, and you know, it just didn't really work. Okay, we know that. So then on the Blu-rays, I was very excited. Mike Tucker 3D printed scanned the original prop and 3D printed a new version of it. I was like, yes, at last. And I watched a documentary about how they did it and said, oh, we're going to film it at high speed. It's going to give it real weight and depth. So let's see how they did. And to me, it looks more like a puppet than the other one. I mean, I think the makeup on it, the coloring was bad. They should have made it a bit more, I don't know, gooey. And he's not even looking the right way to get the control unit as he throws it. It's a real fail. And again, I'm sorry to be taking a shit on him, right? I really genuinely am. But again, this is just not what I was hoping for or expecting for. So then, my boy, Mid-Journey Doctor Who, right? He came up with his own version. I'm like, yes, let me see what you could do, right? And generally speaking, doesn't disappoint. But he makes a creative decision that irked me. Okay, I like this. I'm on. This is the way I watch it now. I generally speaking, I prefer new effects, right? Because I find them less distracting than the old, especially things like Ark in Space, right? I find it a more immersive cinematic experience. So yeah, and I love you're able to do this with AI. Cunning Monkey was also going to do it, but he saw the AI upscaling on the season 13 Blu-rays and was pissed off about it. And look, I love Cunning Monkey, and he is great at what he does. I get the feeling if he knew my worldview on a lot of things, he would consider me a Nazi and wouldn't want to have anything to do with me, right? Because I think, look, generally speaking, how we here with this younger generation not being able to cope with just calling everybody a Nazi who's not like them. I think it goes back to participation trophies, right? Introducing participation trophies, it made somebody unable to process being wrong and not succeeding and not everything going. It robbed children of that basic ability, right? Which I think is why we got these very dogmatic, younger generations now, again, that call you a Nazi if you think chicks don't have dicks, all right? And again, if you're trying to, God bless you, you enjoy it. Just stop trying to tell me you're a woman. I'm like, just you do you, I'll do me, right? Anyway, so I was very happy that Mid-Journey did, and this is some of the best stuff he's done. I really recommend you go and join his Patreon. Right, his Patreon's excellent, and so I edited the whole Terror of the Zygons with his new effects in it. This is the only one that disappointed me, and I'll show you why. Because he went with the original one, and even though it's cut down, it just disappointed me. Okay, so then I decided to take matters into my own hands. And I realized something, right? Here, let me share the screen. That I could probably do this myself, right? With what I do with AI. So here, let me show you. Doink, doink, doink. So what I did was, first thing, I took a screen grab. As Tom Baker rushes out, right? So that's the screen grab I took. So then I took another screen grab with Tom Baker, and I had to do a bit of jiggery pokery to make it work, right? This is what's it? So I had to add in this bit of shadow, right, to cover up, and then I found a picture of the Scarison. Right. At first, I found a picture of the Scarison, but as you see, the wall is not there anymore. So then I had to Photoshop the wall over it. Okay. And all you really need is a still. But actually, first thing I tried was the new puppet. And that really worked a lot worse, quite frankly. So I put the original one on. I put this into an AI engine and had the prompt. I'll tell you exactly what the prompt was. It was a reasonably complicated prompt. We go open up. Read it out. It is. The prompt is: make the monster roar and turn its head back and forth as a man throws a small black button into the monster's mouth, keeping him facing away from the camera and the point of view static. The monster chews the button and then roars. Right. So that was the prompt I put into it. So to try and make the shot for myself. And let's see. Rabbi hybrid AI version. So I am ecstatic with this. I'll tell you exactly why. I like my own stuff, right? Firstly, but I am ecstatic with this because it keeps the puppet looking the same. It feels like the puppet from 1975-76, right? It looks like that, and it doesn't look like Jurassic Park, right? It looks like the original puppet, but the motion of it is slow and heavy, and again, it feels like the drashing. I could have had another bit saying, and then the monster ducks down below. I think I'm fine with this. So finally, this gave me exactly what I wanted. Right, and now I can see I can do this. Man, there's a lot I might do stuff with. Right, I might Enlightenment looks like it could really. Enlightenment they did Fiona Cumming did a director's cut of it like a movie, but firstly that's not an HD. I think that it's upscaled to 720, not 1080, or maybe even lower than that. Right, it's very blurry. Secondly, the effects look very dated now. Right, the original effects look better. But I think I could do effects in AI that would really nail it, right? Would actually really. I'll just take the original boat shots from and reanimate them. Quite frankly, and I think it will look a lot more effective. Actually, here, let me show you this one thing. Again, Cunning Monkey. I absolutely love the matrix additions he does because. Here, let me show you. This isn't Cunning Monkey. This is what's it called? This is the official Seventh Doctor Happening Patrol release, which was re-edited by Pete Mattick, right? And they did a special edition. Now, what they did to it that really made it work so well is this. Yeah, they added in exterior shots. Makes all the difference in the world. It takes it from a studio bound, a very obviously studio bound story, and makes it much stronger, right? It makes it feel much bigger. Now, all this could easily be done in AI. I love this. This pan down to the studio, and you can't really tell. So I'll show you the story. I really want to do something like that with, right? Added exterior shots, which would be, hang on, go over here. That one. Where is it? Fifth Doctor. Doink. Well, it's the Fifth Doctor and Snake Dance, right? Well, first you got these like weird bits on film, which kind of work. But when what is that outfit they gave her? I have no idea. But when we introduced Diva Loca, right? The exterior of Diva Loca. Again, this all feels like in studio. Everything feels like very in studio. When do we get it's Liz Sladen's husband is again, these are great performances as well. I love this story. Man, it takes a lot longer before he gets outside. I thought it was right at the beginning. Here we go. Like, I bet I could use AI to like create a desert city scene, right?
Because I mustn't.
How about you, sir?
And have it like pan down to this, right? I bet I could do that, and I bet I could do exterior shots.
Step this way
with AI. But I think that again, it would just pop the whole thing open, and as if to prove the point. Let me find this. The Cunning Monkey Deadly Assassin, which is I think is really genuinely excellent. But again, Deadly Assassin and Invasion Time both have exterior shots he put into it. And again, for me, it makes the whole thing much more three-dimensional, right? Much. I'll make sure this is doing. There we go.
Through the millennium.
I also like he redid the opening.
Yeah. The Time Lords of Gallifrey led a life.
Again, I like the pre-title sequences he normally does. Oh yeah, and you see
threats from less.
You see the moving to Gallifrey, and then you see the TARDIS zoom in. Do it. Where's the TARDIS? There you go. And it actually makes this whole like weird vision he has make a lot more sense. Where it must be. Yeah, okay. I like the kind of unifying old and new Who. I know a lot of people hate it. I really like it. One second. He has a bunch more exterior shots. I think when he's being questioned. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Now, where's the local news program?
Around me, in these high galleries of the Panopticon. Already, the Time Lords are
that sort of stuff.
Donning seldom-worn robes with their colourful colours.
It just makes it look like it's a more three-dimensional environment is in. I think as he's being interrogated, you get another nice exterior shot. And all the exterior shots here are set at night, right? There we go.
Nothing about.
All that I could. So you knew the president was going to be assassinated?
Yes. In a way, I experienced it.
Go on.
Well, this is the bit you won't believe. People talk of a premonition of tragedy.
Right. So like that for me really, really works. And in Invasion of Time, the exterior shots are let's see if we can find it during the day. So yeah, this is something I'm really going to see if I can investigate more of. All right, anyway. But my point is this: they must have spent a fair wedge making those new shots for Terror of the Zygons. What you saw me do, I think, was more successful, and I got done in an hour, right? Including hour, including editing it in. Right here, the original version of it with the new puppet. The prompt wasn't as good either, so it just didn't work. But here, I'll show it to you. Is this it? I think this is it. I mean, look at it. It looks shit. All right. I mean, it just doesn't look very good, and the eyes are wiggling around everywhere. It just looks shit. I'm sorry. It just looks shit. What can I tell you? Anyway. Things look shit for the BBC in a massive way. So the BBC is going to be defunded, right? That is something that is going to happen. Where am I? Check out. I didn't see these on the internet today. I've seen a couple more of them.
You undead bastards! You undead bastards!
Little things make me happy. Oh, one sec. I don't think I downloaded the clip yet. That's dumb. I mean, 1 second. Let me just go for my YouTube history. I can't tell myself. I got to. Oh, I know. One sec. I sent it to. If I can't find it, I sent it to somebody who asked me for it. It was yesterday. Where is it? It was a Talk TV clip, as I recall. This must be it. Yeah. Doing this. Download. Here it comes. Doink. I always feel like I'm transmitting data to Karn, Star Trek 2 when I wait for a video clip to download. Karn, the computer's smashed. So this is just good news, baby.
Unfortunately, he's the only.
Okay, so Nigel Farage is talking about it.
Can't do that. It will have to go altogether.
Here, wait. This is where he's going to say it's going to have
a global role for Britain that's important. You old, brave, new Director General to come in, somebody with experience of turning around the culture of an organisation.
Now, does that person exist? Because that's what you got to do. You got to turn around the culture of the organisation, but I don't think it's going to be possible.
Because that's the problem here. It's deeply cultural. And someone with the courage to say that the BBC in the modern world doesn't need to do entertainment. The BBC in the modern world doesn't need to do sport. All of that can be on subscription, and they can compete against online services, IC.
So do you hear that? This is, again, Nigel Farage is going to be the next Prime Minister, right? He is going to defund the BBC from pretty much everything apart from news and local news, which he feels is a worthwhile service they do if they can pull it together. And if not, he's going to close the whole thing. But whatever happens, entertainment and sport are going to be on a subscription service, which means there is finally going to be accountability, right? Finally going to be also consumer accountability, and putting drag queens and chicks with dicks and fucking everything all the fucking time. They're going to find out exactly what Disney's found out. It doesn't fly. No one's interested in it. It's niche. And nobody's really into this weirdo niche entertainment, right?
TV, you name it.
Yeah.
Does the BBC have a global role for Britain that's important? You bet your life it does. But that, of course, is paid for with a Foreign Office. And I do think the BBC World Service matters. So
again, I think the BBC is an important brand, and I think it needs to be saved, frankly. And I remember how good the BBC was and how much we all loved it and how much great stuff it did. Right, Singing Detective, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Doctor Who. It made great thing after great and entertained everyone.
BBC should be pared back to just doing news at local and national level, given a chance to do it impartially, but literally that's the last chance saloon. And the idea that we should all be paying £181 a year, which is the new proposal, no, that's for the birds. This current subscription model is completely outdated. It has to go. Let's have a slimmed down BBC doing a very basic job and doing it well. And if it can't...
Honestly, the BBC embraces a subscription service, like take the iPlayer and put the entire BBC catalogue on it, all the news that the BBC has on file, the coronations, everything that you can find in a moment. Just that will be an incredible value that people will pay $10 a month for, right? Like you'll be able to go through the entire back out of the Quatermass, just right there, all the great stuff the BBC has done, right? Tenko, that would be an incredible resource, right? An incredible resource and worth $10 a month, easily, right? And I think it will be very successful. But here, God bless him, right? Here's where the BBC is right now. So I was listening to this interview to this 17-year-old citizen journalist. It was at, what's it called again? The Birmingham football match where Jews were verboten, if you recall. And he ended up being arrested because, he wasn't anti-Semitic. There's a crime in Birmingham, apparently. So they had him on talk, and then it went in the direction that all us fanboys are going to say, well, that's good news.
Well, in the studio is Thomas Moffat. Thanks for coming in, Thomas. Known to millions as Young Bob. Now, he joined us on Friday to give us his worldview, particularly on what happened in Birmingham last week. He went up to report on the...
let's wait till he starts talking.
And talk about the BBC, because I think one of the problems the BBC has today is it is losing touch with, or has lost touch with, its core audience. And when I was younger, the BBC...
Right, again, kids break from Nigel Farage, quite frankly, in this world, right? They do. They like the woke shit nobody's interested in. Kids are more... And if they just had... a balanced diet where you had the woke shit libs talk and you had right-wing people talk as well, right? Like, this kid should have been snapped up by like BBC News, right? He is the future, and they should have listened to him.
BBC tried its best to reach out to people like me. It tried to...
Okay, yeah, we remember it was good. Let's hear him start talking. Here we go. Because he goes in a way that we're all going to be interested in.
The moment held together by duct tape.
Binary between left-wing people and far-right people, right?
Yeah, so the BBC is kind of, like all British institutions at the moment, held together by duct tape, irrelevant for young people, and whilst they're trying to appease to everyone of the political spectrum, especially on the left, they don't do well at it at all. So like you said, we actually demonstrated outside the BBC talking about why he called Charlie Kirk in their coverage of his assassination far right. Now, as an institution that hires over 20...
But he's a part of TP UK, I think Turning Point UK, the English version of Turning Point... TP, Charlie Kirk's organization. And Charlie Kirk will be so proud of this kid, right? He's great. And again, this gives me hope for the future.
50,000 people, why is it that young people barely even respond to when the BBC is being discussed? Well, that's why I think it's almost mimicking Keir Starmer. They try to appease everyone whilst appeasing nobody. For me, as a young person, especially when it comes to entertainment, if you look at, I'm a massive Whovian, Doctor Who fan.
Yes! Oh, boy! Oh, say it. Preach, baby, preach.
If you look at the recent series of Doctor Who, although they've put so much money into it, including the BBC itself spending over £3 billion of government spending into this institution, but...
They spent £3 billion on Doctor Who? Over what time period?
Actually producing low-quality slop when it comes to shoving down our throats progressive politics. Of course, it recently turned out that they were trying to feddle this sort of transgender ideology into their coverage of the discussion surrounding what is a woman.
Yeah, look, honestly, I think if you want to connect with kids, don't try and talk them out of having sex with each other, right? And honestly, sex outside marriage not the best idea. But like, this is why their war was always going to fail, because their war was against human nature and reality. And thank God for what's it? Young Bob? What's his name again? It's Thomas Moffat. Thank God for people like him.
Even though it is a protected right by the ECHR to hold to the position of two genders. So it's just this trying to platform identity politics, which young people don't really care about, and acting like it's a young person issue.
Why is it?
Yeah, I mean, like acting like it's a young person. It's not. It's old fucking farts, Russell T Davies.
You went some way to explaining it there, but try to crystallise, if you will, why you think it is that the BBC now means pretty much nothing to most young people. How has the BBC lost that connection to the younger generation, people of your age, but not just, 17-year-olds, also people who are younger than that, but probably more importantly, people in their 20s, people in their 30s.
And again, here, look at this. Stephen Braddock says, saw a trailer saw 4 BBC trailers for new TV shows, quizzes, etc. They all had drag queens in them. Exactly. I don't know why they think that's the thing. They don't, because they're out of their minds.
Most people below middle age don't seem to have any point of connection with our state broadcaster. How has the BBC gone wrong in that respect?
They've misunderstood what it means to be British. And what I mean by that is that British people are private. They don't really talk about politics. If you politicise entertainment, it's deeply unpopular across the board. Now, in particular, young people, young people are actually right-wing. They're supporting Farage. They're going up to him in the street, showing his appreciation for his work. So when you call people like that far-right, when you platform stage debates and make the moderation and the people posing questions...
Like Question Time, for example.
...loaded towards left-wing, they just feel disenfranchised by them.
And how did you feel as a long-term Doctor Who fan?
Yeah, this is where it gets great.
How have you felt about recent years? I mean, they have taken Doctor Who and just turned it into a sort of one long lecture about, LGBTQ issues, trans issues. It's become some kind of weird vector through which...
Look, this is normal news. It's become a national joke. Right? This is exactly what it's become, a national joke.
Certain BBC types project their left-wing liberal worldview.
Yeah, people aren't beginning to realise that legacies, you have to carry legacies. You're not the one that's making them. That is what Britain is.
Again, Rusty Davis, again, you're not making a legacy. Right? You are carrying it, and you carried it fucking badly. You did it brilliantly from 2005. It was so British, right? That was part of the DNA of the 2005 series. The British, the shots of London, the London buses, the London Eye, right? It was so British, yeah. It was like good special effects, look contemporary.
Lest we forget, like for example, the poppies that we wear. We have to respect our heritage. We don't transform it and progress it. We have to preserve...
Yeah, they're not rainbow poppies, they're poppy poppies.
...of what we already have. And with Doctor Who especially, because of course I was a massive Whovian fan back in the days, seeing that, like you...
It's like 17. How far back can we go?
...said they were deflecting their own political ideologies into a historical institution in such a pathetic way. I mean, recently...
Pathetic way, he's so right!
With a new spin-off show, the writer said that you can't call them sea devils, as that's considered racist. A fictitious species of monsters being considered...
Sea devils?
Yeah, sea devils is now considered a form of racism.
Because they're a different race.
Yeah, yeah.
He just can't help but laugh. It's so stupid.
Well, tell me about the sea devils. I don't know about they live under the water.
Yeah, so, like... There's an argument to be said, like, especially if you look at shows like Fawlty Towers, all of these old British shows. There's always been a discussion, especially at the BBC, and this is why I think, again, they're not attracted towards anyone, about should we change history or should we progress through it? And especially with old programmes, they may have contextualised what they say, because, of course, that was the time. Now, progressive politics have now... They've already fought the war. They've already essentially won the institutions. So now, in order to continue their narrative, they must look at the smallest amount of things, including language itself. So calling some fictitious Sunday time monster sea devils then claiming they're racist is the most exhausting campaign on progressivism I've ever seen in my life.
It is ridiculous.
Again, exhausting. And that's how most people view current Doctor. It's exhausting. If you actually watch it, it's exhausting. And I don't think the Jodie Whittaker years were exhausting. I mean, they were just boring, right? I just don't think they're exhausting, right? But it is now. It's like, again, the Dead Ringer sketch, right? It genuinely exhausting and completely out of touch, right? Completely out of touch. So I haven't actually watched this yet. This is for Children Need, which I guess is coming up, and some kind of Doctor Who tie. Let's see what it is.
It is complete. After all these years. After all the times the Doctor has thwarted our plans.
Why don't I get Nick Briggs in? That doesn't sound like him.
This is his punishment. He cannot stop us now. The Doctor has been miniaturized.
That's Pudsey Bear.
Now, all that's left is extermination. Now he will be deleted. Exterminating is the...
This must be Pete Matique, right? I would have thought. That's kind of a fun idea. Do you exterminate or do you delete him?
The only way. Deletion is inferior. The Daleks are inferior compared to the power of the Cyberman. The power of the Cyberman is superior in only one way. What is that? It's better at being worse than the power of the Daleks. The Doctor will now be exterminated. What have you done?
I have to tell you, Sophie Aldred has just become exhausting. She really has just become exhausting. Let's see if I can find this. I saved it somewhere. Something that really didn't work well at all. Where was it? Hang on. And again, I don't dislike Sophie Aldred, but this is it. Fine, I'll pull this up next. This is a good segue because boy, did this age badly.
Oh, what have they done to you? They've made you smaller on the outside.
You let him get away? That is incorrect.
I hope this is Children Need, not Comic Relief, because it's Comic Relief's got to help us.
Your fault. Some of it is your fault.
Now we'll just have to figure
I hope there's titles on this so we know who did this.
out how to get you back to normal. You left me with your Sonic, but you didn't
Wrong Sonic. And when you say normal, do you mean he's going to be a drag queen now?
tell me what to do with it.
Oh, Shooty would tell you what to do with it. Shooty would totally tell you what to do with it.
Let's get back to the TARDIS. Maybe she'll know what to do.
I like the lights on the Earthshock Cyberman. That's kind of cool.
Give us the Doctor. You will hand him over.
Never. I'll protect him with my life, just like he's protected so many people throughout his life.
Then you will be exterminated. No, you will be deleted. We have had this discussion. We are going to. It's happened again.
Wait, why wouldn't you get Nick Briggs to do these voices? Really?
Exterminate. 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 Exterminate.
That's kind of makes about much sense. Maybe more as an average Shooty episode.
You're tiny. The polarity's been reversed. Which means...
Okay, that just gives me the feels. I hope that's just McCoy. Oh, guess what?
Which way's the TARDIS?
Okay, so you're saying this future Doctor is a furry, Really, I think we got. What else? What's the next Doctor after the pedo? Yellow. Okay, this is rainbow. Thanks, Sophie Orders, Steve Robertson, John Anthony Ellis. I don't recognize any Delta Effects. Justin Long. Don't recognize any of these people. Yeah, I know. That makes me. Oh, it's John Coleshot, really? He's normally so good. Anyway, speaking of Sophie Order, let's just do this. Then we've got to move on to James Bond. Man, it's busy night. Because, oh boy, did this age badly. Right? Did this age bad? Like, to show you how completely out of touch they were. This is from October 6, 2023. Just like 2 years and 1 month ago. Right, let's see how much the world has changed. So the order, Rusty Davis will bring Doctor Who a whole new fan base. Really, Soph? Really? You think that's going to happen, right? My son, who's gay and a drag queen, well, of course, came running downstairs. Mum, I'm going to start watching Doctor Who now. Yeah, and everybody else came running up downstairs saying, Mum, I'm not watching Doctor Who ever again. And why is he living in your home? Like, what the fuck? How old is he? If he's on a bit of drag queen, why is he running downstairs like a 14-year-old? Like any other Doctor Who fan, Sophie Aldred has some major theories for in mind for the 6th anniversary specials. Well, they're going to be shit. Let me just tell you. I'm speaking from the future. Yeah. One of the only good things I think Rian Johnson ever did was this line in the movie Looper, right? Where essentially you the only way to get rid of a body is you sent them back in time, and then you had somebody shoot them as soon as they arrive, and they because otherwise there's always be DNA evidence, right? So that's how you get rid of someone, and then those assassins themselves are eventually sent back in time when they're old to be killed by themselves. It's closing the loop, right? So this is being managed by, I think, Jeff Daniels, right? And it was, what's his name? Good actor. Seen him in a bunch of stuff. I can't remember his name. From Third Rock from the Sun and in Inception. Really, very good actor. And he was saying, I'm thinking of going to go and live in France. You know, I got been practicing my French, I think it was. And he's like, the guy from the future who's managing it says, you want to learn Chinese Mandarin instead. I'll recommend that. Says, no, I like France. I'm going to go with France. And there's a beat, silence for a second, and Jeff Daniel looks at him and says, I'm from the fucking future. so I'm from the fucking future, darling, right? They were going to be shit. I think Jodie Whittaker's I think that Jodie Whittaker's regeneration, I think that was unstable. So I think the Doctor's going to kind of come in and out, And then Ncuti Gat was what a great choice of Doctor. He was awful, absolutely. When you saw Jodie Whittaker, you thought, "Fuck me, they can't do any worse than that." Right? They genuinely can't possibly have done any worse than that. Keith Hughes is here, and he's saying, "Can't wait till Mrs. episodes come back." I'm just excited to find out which ones they are. I think we are probably 12 days out from finding out. That'll be my guess. I think the 23rd. It's going to be kind of exciting. She points out, clearly excited at the prospect of the rest of us. It turned out to be shit. Gay shit. Queer shit. Not gay shit. Queer shit. Explained that she and her husband binge-watched Sex Education. She explained, well, yes, there's such an overlap between Sex Education and Dr. fucking Who. There's not. Right? There's not. He's going to be such a brilliant doctor. He's not. He wasn't. He's just got everything. He's just amazing. People jumped out of buildings rather than staying to watch his Doctor Who, right? People ran into burning buildings rather than watch another episode. He was epically shit. Like epically shit. How shit was he? He made Jodie Whittaker look less shit. I nearly said good, but I'm glad I didn't go that far. Right? It's amazing. And also, when it was announced that he was going to be the new Doctor, my son, who's gay and a drag queen, came running downstairs and said, "Mom, I'm going to start watching Doctor Who," because he's not watched it. He's not been that fast. Yeah, maybe, the inclusiveness of the gay drag queen, the queer drag queen audience came at the cost of the normal people audience, right? Did anybody ever think about it? Of course not. Of course not, because BBC are fuckwits, right? They are all genuinely fuckwits, especially back then, right? It took Donald Trump, the leader of the free world, to threaten them, with $1 billion, which they still might have to pay. They are fucked beyond fuck, and I'm so glad they're fucked beyond fuck. I can't think anybody who deserves to be fucked beyond fuck more than BBC. And I just think it's brilliant. All these amazing casting choices that Rusty Davis is making. Yeah, how's it work out, darling? Do you still think it's brilliant? Really? So I think we're going to have a whole new generation and a whole new fan base of Doctor Who. It's dead. You fucking killed it, which is very, very exciting. So yeah, I'm thrilled to see how it's going to go. And Bonnie Langford, of course, yay! That I've been texting with her saying, I'm so jealous. And then I saw a picture on a Vespa, which I never got to ride. I thought, hang on a minute, that's not fair. You know what's not fair? Making Doctor Who a queer show, taking it away from the billion Christians who are used to like it. It's very, very exciting. Yeah, we're going to fuck up totally. This has aged badly. I think it's going to blow our ideas of what's possible with Doctor Who out the water. Well, it's going to blow something, right? I don't know what. Shoot, it's going to blow whatever he can. Let's face it. Russell's got a pretty good track record of that. Well, he did. He did have a good track record, and now he doesn't. He certainly does. But does Sophie with an but so does Sophie with iconic Companion 8. How much longer this? Oh, fuck off! No. Oh, fuck me. I can't. Right. Look, Sophie. Okay, so now I think we can categorically say you were wrong. Right? Categorically say you were wrong, right? Will you be able to admit you're wrong? No. Look at the shitlibs crying at the beginning of the episode, right? The stream. They can't admit they're wrong. They can't. No, Donald Trump must be lying, even though we have absolute proof it's us. Absolute complete proof it's us. It must be Donald Trump lying. That's the only possible explanation, because we cannot be wrong, even though, again, we have been entirely proven to be completely wrong, right? Completely and totally wrong. This was sent to me. I thought it was very good, and I got a couple more we can show you. This has to be AI, but why are they doing traditional animation still for the reconstructions? Look, I'm sorry. I understand they work hard on those traditional animations. They're very low quality and they're not transmittable. They just the best one they did, in my opinion, was Evil of the Daleks. A lot of people like the what's the name of the one? The 10th Planet one. Which I don't know. I found I like the look of 10th Planet, but the motion in Evil of the Daleks I found much better. But this beats all of it. I'm sorry. Now, do I like the mixing and matching, new Sidemen with old? Doesn't bother me. Oh, I got up to get the air conditioning remote control. It was right behind me. Such a schmuck. Oi, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can say. Oi. Yeah, I'm sorry. This looks better than the Underwater Menace by quite a long shot. That's not Mind Robber? Yeah, Mind Robber. I'm just saying, look, I bet fans could do really good reconstructions now on their own, right? With actually, you could probably do it with the telesnaps, right? You could animate the. See, the thing I always have with what's his name? Ian Levine's one is they're all close-ups of the face, right? You need to see movement, right? But yeah, I think this is very cool. I have no idea what that is. Oh, awesome. Who do you think that is in the background? And so background was a little bit more cuddly. Yeah. Look, where we are today in terms of technology, it's where we live in crazy times, right? Let's see their first Doctor one. That's lovely, right? That's really lovely. You get to really see the expression, the emotion. Who needs a beep? And I tell you, that's where it's going to be, right? That's where it's going to be. I love the AI of Fury from the Deep and the mini episode of Evil of the but I haven't seen the Fury from the Deep one. I saw Ian Levine's one, which I thought was excellent. I like they showing him looking kind and avuncular because you really don't get that enough with the first Doctor. I have no idea what this story is. I like the Dalek balls who were lighting up. That's the Aztecs. Oh, it's lovely. I can never get the Stardust lights in Mac. You're absolutely right. Right, but what you do, the way you do it is you make the image and tell them to animate the image. Don't get AI to make the image. Right, you make the image and then you animate the image, which means that you need Photoshop skills as well. Oh, Dalek Invasion of Earth, Susan leaving. Okay, the original's still better, but this is beautiful. His old body's wearing a bit thin. Tell you, I love Twice Upon a Time. A lot of people hated it. I absolutely adored it. I really do. And he's got one of the third Doctor. Okay, this is pure third Doctor. I mean, that's so for me. I love he's wearing the shades of it. This is pure third Doctor. Look at it. Unit behind him. I will watch the shit out of this. Totally. Buzz Hartnell become John Hurt. Well, there is that. And these Sea Devils look better than the one coming over Christmas. Oh, it's going to be shit, isn't it? And still more realistic than the real Invasion of the Dinosaurs. I love the cape wibbling back. This is great. This really captures the energy. Oh, the magnets should have been. Sarah Jane even looks good. It's kind of got her expression. Here we go again. Excellent. So, again, the YouTube channel is called. Let me see if I can find it. Where do you go? Bit Review, I believe, here. Look up Bit Review on YouTube. I'll put it in the chat. Wait, is there Sea Devil's pants? Is there excuse for a Christmas Doctor? Well, one can only hope. I think that's fabulous, right? Mags Guild, Majors Guilded him, not Mags Guild. Mags Guild is a slightly more crap version. Hey, Majors Guild, thank you for joining us. Fine, what's the next thing we have to look at? Okay, so let's go to Big Finish. There's two things coming out next month, which I'm gonna buy. Which is a bit of a rarity for me. So let's see if they can fuck up that sale. Nice Studio Ghibli style, says Matthew Powder. I don't know what that means, but yeah, that's the name of it. It's let's see if they can talk me out, because they did that with the David Bradley first Doctor release, which was so glad I didn't get that. Oh. Yeah, so we got the what's it called again? The War Doctor. I like most of the War Doctor stuff.
Finished Productions, Doctor Who, The War Doctor Rises, Cybergene.
Earth-type planet. You look like a soldier to me. I am. But from a different war, I'm not your enemy.
Now you mention it, I can't remember a time before the war. The enemy the enemy.
You wanted to see the enemy, Doctor. Well, there they are.
Okay, this sounds like it works, because a bunch of recent War Doctor releases, they've been not being in the war that much. It's got to be in the war. But again, the real tragedy is that, like, the current Doctor Who has decimated fandom by, firstly, the Jodie era brought in a bunch of people who are just awful. They are the biggest, nastiest, bigot Nazis I've ever seen. And thank God they're mostly gone now, right? And then you had the queer era, which, like, I know it brought in like this. Doctor Who used to appeal to like the fringes of society, but like you can see how weird this new fandom is when they look at us and go, "Oh, you're way too together to be a Doctor Who fan, right? Way too together."
As body is required. All bodies are required.
Resurrected, with stronger bodies, resistant to pain, to disease, to damage.
And I have to say, look, the Chris General Cyberman design, I thought was really good, right? I really genuinely did.
The dead are an abundant resource, and given the lack of new recruits, I had no choice.
Identify Doctor. What's left of the original person after they've been resurrected?
Destroy.
Because what you're doing, it's been done before.
Deactivate preserve brain. Fix.
And like, God, please, could you get Jonathan Carey and cosplay him as the War Doctor and take a bunch of pictures, right? It would really, and also do the same for Tim Treloar. It wouldn't work with Michael Troughton. There's no way you'll be able to make him believable as the second Doctor.
Next phase of their evolution.
What?
That's your big idea. Get the Cybermen to fight the Daleks on your behalf.
Not just any Cybermen, Doctor.
You belong to us. You will become like us.
You know my ways.
Big Finish, for the love of stories.
I mean, that's when Big Finish really went off the rails, when they went for the love of stories. We Love Stories was bad, right? But Love of Stories is so much worse, right? It's so corporate stupid, right? Absolutely. Majors Girl said, we chat on Twitter X at times so that you can identify. I simply have a multiple YouTube. Oh, hello. Oh, welcome. Right, welcome. Is that the end of the trailer? Let's have a look.
There!
What?
Something ran into that shadow. A rat, I think.
A rat?
Cyberman, baby, Cyberman.
Oh, dear.
So, generally speaking, what makes this rage better is it knows it's got to have a good story to bring you in. I don't like it when they have 3 individual stories anymore, right? And this one has like the 3 stories make like a mini season, which is very good. Dr. Alex asks, does Shooty bring anybody in? Only to his arse, I'm afraid. Only to his arse, right? And that's only people closest to him, which was anybody slowed down when they're near him, I think. Who's playing John Hurt, though? Jonathan Carey. Excellent. And does an excellent job, right? A really, it's not because it's not an impersonation. It's a performance, and he does really good with it, right? I have to say. But that's just what I think, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I think. Let us reach out across time and space. Reach across the world. I was trying to listen to Star Cops earlier, one of the Big Finish Star Cops. And I got like 20. It was bootleg. I downloaded it illegally, right? I download everything illegally from the now, apart from that one, because I'm going to buy it. Because I don't trust them. And it wasn't bad, but then I got 20 minutes. One of the problems with it, I want the original music, right? Which is awful. But I want it anyway. Puts me in the mood of Star Cops. It wasn't bad, but then I turned it off and said, I don't want to, A, risk having to buy it, or B, stealing it. I'll listen to something in my massive catalogue of audio stories, which is exactly what I did. Anyway, we're going to reach across the world, reach across to a sunny Birmingham where it is pissing down and bad news to be a Jew. Anyway, who else can we be speaking to in Birmingham? Birmingham's king of the geeks. It is, of course, Dan Hadley.
Hi, mate. Yeah, just when you think it couldn't possibly get any worse, I've just seen another news headline which has got my pee boiling. Birmingham, there's been another stabbing as well earlier today. That's 3 in a week and a half.
Well, look, this is all cultural enrichment, all right? That's all it is. If you don't like the stabbings, you're a Nazi.
And I'm not allowed to express...
That's the way it is, baby. That's what Doctor Who fans think today.
I'm not permitted to express any opinion about this whatsoever. The fact that I could be knifed in the street at any time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely not. Although, look, I think the nightmare's nearly over, right? I'll tell you exactly why. Let me show you this headline from the Daily Mail. And who cares what the Daily Mail has to say?
Well, I hear that if we ban halal meat, a good deal of the problem are warned that they intend to leave. So I'm all for banning halal meat.
The trouble is they're going to ban kosher meat as well if they do that. So, although screw the Jews in England, they should come to Israel. Are you out your look? If you're a Jew living in England, really, I mean, like, what? Are you a masochist? Well, I mean, look, come to Israel and then slam your dick, cock, and balls in a drawer a couple of times a day. It'll feel like the same, right? Ousting PM will trigger an election. Starmer allies warn. Yeah, and they're going to oust him. This is how I think this government goes down. And I think they're going to go down.
Yeah, tell me the bad news.
Well, exactly. I think they're going to go down before the BBC can negotiate their new charter, and they're going to be facing the brick wall that is Nigel Farage, right? He's going to say,
no, and you fuck off.
That is going to be Fan Dabby Double Dozy, right? Fan Dabby Double Dozy. There is good news. Well, there was actually a happy Doctor Who news story. Where is it? I have a. I'm printing the wrong buttons here, but try that one.
You sure?
She cried. Oh, here it is. I was looking for my browser. She cried. Officer, I was just looking for my browser. Did you see my thumbnail for today, by the way?
I don't think I have seen today's, no, mate.
Well, you know what? I have to pull it up. Just, so because this is one I'm reasonably proud of. It's over here. No, it's over here. 1 second. Doink. Now it's like trying to find it. I'm getting a whizzy wheel. Come on, you can do it. It's right there, right in front of me. Bit of Karen Gillan action for you.
Oh, yes, I did see this, yeah.
Karen, you're doing a great job, darling. Fantastic. I like that she came out a little bit older than normal. That's it's currently Karen.
Yeah, but
there you go. Fine. I was just showing the what's it called? The Studio Ghibli Doctor Who. Have you seen those?
Studio Ghibli Doctor Who? No.
They're actually quite good. I mean, I'm on board for it.
That sounds good.
I mean, it's not something I would watch, but here I'll show it to you quickly because I literally just did it.
Okay. No, I haven't seen it. Oh, that's
it's really cool. It's not really my sort of thing, but I like why, especially things like the reconstructions. Why are they animating them traditionally? On a cheap budget that doesn't look very good. Like, why are they not doing those with AI, right? And because they don't look very good. They only look a little better with AI. Anyway, a good piece of Doctor Who news, which I'm sure you must be aware of, right? Which I'm actually reasonably psyched about. Over here, Doctor Who lesson Karen Gillan after confirmed reunion for exciting new Who project. So I thought, I didn't really see the word Who project. I thought they're going to be in a play together or something. I didn't know it was going to be connected with Doctor Who. This sounds genuinely awesome, right? The Ponds are back in business. Doctor Who legend Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill are officially returning for a new podcast, which will see them reminisce about their time on the beloved sci-fi set. Fantastic! I love Karen Gillan. I love Arthur Darvill. I love them loving Doctor Who. It was a fantastic era, a fantastic time. I think there was just probably the two best years of New Who were her years, especially her first year. That season, what was it, 5? That's nearly a perfect season in my mind. Very rarely a step wrong in the whole thing, especially the ending. I love the ending where she remembered the Doctor on the wedding day. Oh God, it was fantastic. So I'm psyched for this. What are you thinking?
I'm over the moon. It's exactly the kind of thing I think they should be doing. It's exactly the right time. I think this is great, and there's a current wave of these sort of podcasts around too from actors and personalities. So I think this is viable because there's a genuine friendship there underpinning it, and I think that's why I'm most interested.
And also, they haven't bored us with their idiot politics for the last 20 years.
Neither of them.
I know. They just got on and did their job.
They seem relatively normal.
Yeah. Maybe I don't think the entertainment industry was really cut out for them. So sharing the news exclusive with the Radio Times, Darvill said the podcast is a chance to catch up with Gillan, who spends much of her time in the US, explaining we really get on well. We catch up quite often, and we have such a good time on Doctor Who. How long ago was it now? It was 2010, about 15 years back now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
She was barely 19, 20.
Right. And now she's had one kid, 2 kids now?
Yeah. She's married with a young daughter.
Right. She's one of the people I've enjoyed watching grow up. Right, and we really have kind of, because she did came on Doctor Who. Well, she was in the Fires of Pompeii, if you with little eyes drawn on her hand, but that was pretty cool as well. It was so long ago, we've forgotten so much of what happened, but it was such a formative thing. So that we feel now that we're able to look back and celebrate. I think they're right. So they were watching the episodes and talking about when they see them. So he said, Darvill added, he's not seeing half of it, so we're going to rewatch it and talk about it. We've recorded a few episodes already. It's really fun. I'm so glad they got something in the can. This is a must listen to for me. This is one of the best things that can. If this ever goes I'm very psyched for this.
Yeah, this is a reason to be happy. Definitely,
it is. It's just me and Karen messing around, which is fun, right? And that relationship really came out on screen. Right, in my mind.
This is exactly the kind of thing that I would expect Karen Gillan to do. I don't know much about Arthur Darvill. I mean, even though he grew up in a town just a few miles away from me in Bromsgrove, I don't know that much about him. I know people who sort of know him, but I don't know anything about him. I've only ever seen him interviewed as himself about twice. But Karen Gillan is a genuine kook. She's a genuine character, a bit of a geek as well, unashamedly so. And so this is exactly the kind of thing I can imagine her doing, and not feeling remotely self-conscious. I think it's wonderful.
I was saying earlier, I think one of the things that make the Matt Smith era so special is that he's never come back, and at this point, I really don't want him to, right? Because I think those 3 seasons they're just wonderful. Right, and it's not that I'm worried he'll taint his legacy. I just think the more there is of it, the more it gets diluted, which we've seen with so much things in fandom.
I'm starting to come to the conclusion that Peter Capaldi's instincts about it may well be wise.
Yeah.
He likes to think of his
because we deserve I think we deserve minimally another 3 years of Peter Capaldi. right? I think we were all.
He views that it devalues the characters and the incarnations kind of in the same way that you do if they keep popping back every couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think when Jodie showed up when Shooty regenerated, that didn't devalue her at all. Quite frankly, you know, there's no boring perfume on that piece of shit, if I may say so. Goes as for how he feels about watching the episodes back. So I'm slightly nervous, but also because it was so long ago. He strikes me as being a very like actory actor, right? He's like not lovey, but kind of like very like Patrick Stewart actory actor, like very serious about acting.
I don't think he's necessarily serious. I mean, as I understand it, he does mostly stuff on the stage, and he's a bit of a sort of he's an acoustic guitar man. I don't think he's got a band as such, but he does those kind of plays. So they're not like plays above, in the room above a pub or anything like that. But they tend to be sort of smaller, more character-based pieces. They often involve in playing a guitar or something like that. So, and I think he's slightly older. Karen Gillan's like 35, 36. Right. He's probably around 41, 42 by now. So he's a middle-aged man. And I just don't think I think he had a bad reading between the lines. I think he had a bad experience when he was working on the DC show Legends of Tomorrow, which I thought he was great in.
Yeah, but he vanished from that pretty darn quickly, didn't he?
Yeah, they exited him with record speed. And I noticed that he didn't hang around. He wasn't in much else of that.
Yeah, no, he didn't stick around for a Hollywood career. And I just think Karen Gillan has been tragically underused in Hollywood. When they're talking about revamping Pirates of the Caribbean, they were talking about her leading it. And I think that would have been fantastic. And then they went to, what's the name, who's in everything? Australian, very, very sexy. What's the name again? Harley Quinn.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. I think Karen Gillan would have been so much better. Right? Genuinely. By the way, this is a bit of an aside. Gore Verbowski, who did the first Pirates movie, I think first.
Yes.
Have you seen the trailer for his new movie?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember the last time I saw a trailer for anything that he was doing. I always liked his stuff.
This is his first trailer for a long time, right? It's really crazy.
Hey! This isn't a robbery! I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong. I come from a future which is totally and completely fucked. And I'm here to set it right.
Are any of you even listening to me?
You look homeless, bro. Fuck you two. I come from a nightmare apocalypse. This is the height of fucking fashion.
What we're dealing with doesn't interface with reality.
AI? Isn't that a thing already?
It gets a lot worse, honey.
Who's joining me?
It seems to be like this is the where our world is going, and he comes back in for the future to tell us.
Ready to save the future! The revolution begins tonight!
This looks great.
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're in for a really weird night.
Yes.
Not that they're in it, but this is the sort of thing that you would see Karen Gillan or Arthur Darvill in.
The recovery from woke continues.
It does, doesn't it? It does. And I know that wasn't your favorite hour of the week, but I'm very psyched that Alien Earth is getting second series.
Oh,
right? I was very into it. Although I do kind of enjoy your pain, or Bolstwick's pain. That is more.
I'll watch. I'll watch
it.
There's no way you'll get Chris to watch another episode.
No.
I'll watch the opening one or two, but if it hasn't displayed a marked evolution, I won't say improvement because that's unfair because it was a quality show. But if it hasn't evolved, then I'm out.
I completely hear it. Anyway, so he says he's slightly nervous because it goes. It was so long ago. It feels, and he feels like it was a different person. So I feel ready to watch some stuff. Yeah, it must be weird looking back 15 years ago. I've seen some of it. I've seen a lot of it, but there's some episodes I've never seen. So it'll be a complete surprise. It's really fascinating. It's a newbie view of his era by somebody who made it, right? So he don't have a launch date yet. Darvel and Gillian appeared in season 5, episode 11th Hour, and remained until the heartbreaking exit in The Angels Take Manhattan. That is true. Maybe this year we'll be back. But yeah, I think this is very good news, generally speaking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll be on before Christmas. So that was the awesome news about the Matt Smith era, right? And then there's this news, and I've been going backwards and forwards about it. I think it's a bit cringe, quite frankly. Let me pull up this trailer.
I know what you're going to play, mate. I know what you've got. I know what you're going to play, mate.
I know you, but I think most people will listen now. Here we go. Doink.
Who are you?
Does that matter?
It does, rather. You broke into my building. How did you get past security? Flash your fake ID?
Oi, it's not fake, it's psychic.
What's your name? Your real name?
Oh, now that'd be telling.
He's not bad, but it doesn't look very good. I'll be frank, it really genuinely doesn't look very good. And the more you get into it, the more not good it is. Like Jake Dublin, I thought did an excellent job, right? And I thought they was tragically underused. Like I don't think they could have done some stuff with him, but it was in the era of woke, and it was all about his companion, as I recall, who was very, very notably not white, right? Which seems to be the only distinctive feature.
She seemed to be a typical boss babe to me. I heard a bit of those, and and it sounded
exactly.
And she's quite active with the fandom as well. She's a mate of my friend Barnaby's, the girl who plays her, and she seems okay, but I've just got no interest at all. Whereas with this, if you've heard Miles Taylor, who's the new 11th Doctor for Big Finish, he can act, which is a major step up. If you've never heard his fan-made audio dramas, which he doesn't write, other people write them, and he hasn't made a whole range of 40 or 50 of them. I think there's a slim number.
Yeah,
it's really good, and his own
I will check it out.
audio drama sci-fi, some of which is Doctor Who based, is all on YouTube as well on the Tailored Vision channel. We've been listening to him for quite a long time over on Type 40. We've covered some of the stuff on Type 40 Extra because Charlotte's been a major fan. And his 11th Doctor, there was something they did last year which we covered, and they gave us some exclusive bits and pieces for it as well. What are they called? I can't remember what the label is. I think it's Audio Lab or something like that. Really, the highest quality audio fan audio dramas I've ever heard.
Okay, because I was very dismissive of this. Right, you've really told. I'm not going to buy this because I don't.
The reason why you're dismissive is because that trailer, the writing of that is unbelievably cringeable.
Yes, that's it. Here, let's finish.
It's the writing. It's not him. It's the writing.
You're getting the hang of this question and answer lark.
Except I'm not telling.
And why did you ask me what year it was?
She's
giving him a hard time again, and I'm just sick of this dynamic. And it's not that I don't want this in Doctor Who. It's just it's frigging everywhere. This precise dynamic is everywhere.
The annoying girl boss is And it was not everywhere. It was everywhere, and now it's dying. Right. That's one of the reasons I liked Predator Badlands. Right. Because oh no, it's a girl boss. No, it was a girl. Have you seen that yet?
No, I'm going in a few days' time.
It's great. I really loved it. right? I'm no spoilers. I really loved it. It's
People usually say no spoilers before they drop a massive spoiler.
No. I know you ask that, right? I'm very, very careful. No spoilers. Fine. So let's finish this trailer.
July the 3rd, 1990. Sorry I'm late.
Late for what?
Okay, it needed to be a longer speech, frankly, to get a feel for his take on it. Right? It was too quick. And also, as you said, the writing.
It feels superficial, silly, and outdated. And it's the writing. They've made an excellent choice with this guy to play that part.
Okay, I have to tell you, totally took me around.
But as always, it will depend on the material he's been given. I did clock the list of stories, and I didn't see. I think I saw Lisa McMullen was there.
She's good normally.
For the most part, I think she is. Yeah, but the more that I read, the more hope began to fade.
Yeah. I mean, look. Okay, this is the curse of Big Finish. They come up with great ideas in casting, and then they go bored and go off in a different direction. Right? Why are they just not making Stephen Noonan, Lauren Cornelius Doctor Who? Right? They were such an archetypal Doctor companion dynamic. They were fantastic, right? Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, so Miles Taylor's donning it. Let's see who's running. Lisa McMullen from Story by Matt Kashevsky. Look, when I see Beth Axford, I'm always like kind of recoil in horror, right? Beth Axford, I think I'm sure she's a lovely person, but I think she's an avatar of everything that's wrong in Doctor Who fandom right now, right? It's just
she seems like a very sweet girl, and she clearly loves Doctor Who.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that she should be given all these opportunities that she's clearly being given simply to make up the numbers. I'm not.
Yeah, I wouldn't call her the David Lammy of Doctor Who, but she's maybe the Rachel Reeves. David Lammy is somebody who's clearly been promoted way above his abilities.
I've seen her interviewed, and I think she comes across as pretty likable.
Okay,
but that aside,
but she's so.
You can't expect people to pay for their. Yeah. They put her name on quiz books and various other things as if it's some sort of big, because she was one of the Time ladies, wasn't she? And that was a nauseating, unlistenable podcast.
Yes.
But she did that when she was a lot younger, and people do grow, they evolve, they change.
A very good point.
And her enthusiasm for the series is more than evident and genuine. But again, does that mean she should be writing Doctor Who that people have to pay 35 quid a pop for the privilege of listening to? I'm not sure that it does.
Oh, this is download only. It's 20 pounds each. But so they're all very excited about it. Blah blah blah. 3 episodes. I mean, they must have recorded 6 to 9 episodes.
Yes.
Right.
They were working on this in February, March time.
Okay, but I'm very excited that you tell me he's got some great audio drama, right? Okay, fine. You know what? I'm really glad you came on, but I was very poo-pooey and dismissive of it.
No, this is a good, solid choice. It's a pity. I'd like to think maybe they'll let him bring some of his writers that have been working with him on other projects. Admittedly, they've only ever done short form stuff, so say around the 30 to 40 minute mark.
That's fine. That's long enough.
You know, it's I just think it's every time I hear Big Finish that I don't like, it's more the right. I think the acting still seems for the most part pretty good.
I do agree with you there.
It's the writing. And they've recorded so much in advance of most things.
Right.
I think you can tell. Yeah.
Although, the weird thing is the recent Tom Baker release they put out, they recorded in lockdown, which was like 5 years ago now. Right. It's a long time, and like Height Awoke, what the best release they put out in probably in years with the it was really good. It was really it was so good. You know what? I think even Simon would like it, right? Which Simon's very traditional, right? But it was really that good, right? Anyway, and the next thing coming out next month, which I believe you enjoy as well, is where is this? Where'd it go? Not that one. Oh yeah, this is the one. Doink. Queen Charlotte is here. How you doing, Charlotte? Charlie, we were just listening to your boy Miles Taylor, and I was poo-pooing him, and your boy Dan here took me around. Thank you, Dan.
It was Charlotte that put me onto this guy. When you remember Charlotte, the first thing where he was playing his own other incarnation of the Doctor, and it was on the Tailored Vision channel. In fact, might have been where I first spoke to Charlotte. She came on one of the things we were doing to tell us about how good it all was, and so we recognised that she was a good egg.
But I have to tell you, and sorry, I hope I don't embarrass you. I love your commentary on Doctor Who, right? Because it's so fresh, and I agree with pretty much everything you say, right? But it's a perspective I would never have. Anyway, firstly, great cover by what's the name? He does the
Oliver Arkenstall-Jones did that one.
Yeah. The only thing is they should just pick a visual style for this range and stick with it. Right? Should have done the same thing with the Stephen Noonan video audio as well. So I see the Daleks here, but I think they're going to be fake Daleks because they're all kind of crumply. But here, let's see what they have to say. The fake Dalek thing has annoyed me ever since the Dalek Universe series. They had the second volume of it. Finally had Daleks in it, and they were clearly fake Daleks.
Every single time they released a new one in that range, within about 2 or 3 days of it coming out, I get a voicemail from you full of effing and blinding.
What the fuck? Get Dalek Universe! Get what fucking Dalek in it! Son of Daleks! Yeah, they'll sound like that.
Yeah. From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who: The Second Doctor Adventures, The Potential Daleks.
The only way you could cosplay, what's his name? What's his first name? Troughton, Michael Troughton, as the Second Doctor and have it believable, is if he gets caught in the Time Maker's realm, not the Toy Maker's realm again, and gets merged with Billy Bunter. Right, that's the only way you could.
He's a big bloke. I met
He's a
Michael
big lad.
Troughton a couple of years ago. He's a big dude. Now, not just he's quite a tall man. And Patrick Troughton was only
you know
a
what?
little fella.
They should do a series where they bring back Piers Fletcher Dervish from the New Statesman.
Yeah,
right?
I said that to him. I said that because we were talking. He hadn't got time to come on camera.
Right.
And so we were chatting away about this, that, and the other while he was eating his lunch or whatever it was. And so we were canting away about whatever was coming out. And I said, look, in the time that we've been talking, we could have done an interview. He said, oh, this has been better. I said to him, I said, anybody who's been kicked in the arse by Rick Mail is all right by me, mate. And he shook hands.
That's one of the best Christmas specials of all time. Who Shot Alan Bastard, right? That's go and find it if you haven't seen it. But was it Michael Troughton? David Troughton? Who is it?
Yeah,
I think Michael Troughton. Yeah, Michael Troughton's in it as.
Yeah, he's really down to earth. Yeah, I think it's because he left acting for so long. He went off to be a maths teacher or something like that. And he was doing that for years and years and years after the New Statesman and stuff. And it's turned him into a normal person. So you can have a laugh with Michael Troughton. He's a good guy.
Getting away from acting will always do it for you. So anyway, my favourite scene in that Christmas special is when, Alan the Stard, played by Rick Mell, super right-wing, 1980s conservative, is on trial for murder. And then Michael Troughton is his friend who has an alibi. And he shows up, and apparently he's been caught in Thailand. And he wasn't able to get out until he met a reporter from The Sun in a live sex show. And the judge says, "What were you doing in a live sex show?" He goes, "Earning my passage back to England." Anyway, let's carry on.
Potential Daleks.
What is it?
Doctor. Scarrow.
Here we go.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the
Okay, I'm sold on this already. Thank God they haven't put me off.
There, now don't you worry now. The doctor will be here soon.
Oh, yes. I know where you are. I'll come.
The problem with this trailer is, though, I want more Doctor Who, frankly. Right? I like Big Finish again. They don't really get this, but I want more Doctor Who in it because that's somewhat why I'm buying it. Who's writing this? Mark Wright and Nicholas Briggs. Okay, that's And they got a good track record.
As soon as I can.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Doctor.
I am the Emperor of the Daleks!
No!
You are in pain.
What? We were just wondering, yes? Well, have you, heard or seen anything strange recently?
Strange? What exactly do you mean by strange?
She means, has anyone noticed any abnormal space-time events?
What? Raven!
Contact!
But a problem with this range, though, is it's been so long since the last one. I remember they had an older, not Vicky. What's her name? I'm just seeing her arse on the console. Zoe, thank you. Again, that's my only reference was her arse on the console as it span around in space in the time robber, the mind robber.
Oh, goody. I say, are we going on an outing? Clacton's lovely this time.
Will remain silent.
If you're going to risk...
Yeah, I love his take on the Second Doctor. It feels fresh and original at the same time.
Going
fresh and accurate.
To that thing, I'm coming with you. It's the way it's always been. Jamie McCrimmon by your side.
Big jumping gobstoppers.
Oh, well, no ice cream.
There was an unexplained phenomenon. Unexplained? No.
What have you done? That's me!
Okay, so did a good job, Big
Stories.
Thank you. Did a good job. And there's one other bit of loveliness that's out right now, which is this, which I'm sure you've seen. Doing some new lovely Tom Baker pictures. Oh, is it gorgeous? Like
yes,
he can still bring it.
I've got this coming up later on as well.
Right. He can still bring it. Well, he's just wonderful. And Tom Baker is a national treasure. Right, he's with Lou Jameson. And, you keep thinking, oh, how much longer he's got to last? I know it's kind of macabre. But he just keeps going. This is lovely. I love the look on her face there. Right? It all really just works beautifully. Right?
What I like about their relationship in particular is how much it's travelled and how honest they've both been about it.
Yeah.
And Tom Baker, I wouldn't say he's a dishonest man, but he builds his own myth and delights in doing so.
God bless him.
But I think when it comes to relationships, I think the value of relationships, as his life has stretched on, looking back, I'd like to think the impression I get is that when he's looking back across his life and he sees that there's some people who've been in it for 5 or 6, approaching 6 decades, then those people, those connections, those relationships probably are of value. The fact that they're still with him, whether they've always got on or not, should probably speak for itself. I think that it's obviously he's not gone back on things he said before, but see them in a broader context.
They've evolved, shall we say?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and they've evolved very nice. I got one more trailer. Which, okay, if this can convince me to buy this release, I will be amazed, right? Absolutely amazed. Because it's the 8th Doctor range, and man, that just flounders, goes from terrible to terrible.
Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, the 8th Doctor Adventures, Empty Vessels.
Help us! Mayday! Mayday!
It is a Marie Celeste.
Yeah, I find this TARDIS crew excruciating now. This was the TARDIS crew they had in the Stranded, which was, 5 years ago? And that just kind of killed it for me. I'm sorry. And it really needs to move on.
They need to strip this back.
What?
They need to strip all of this back now.
Yeah.
Paul McGann, Nicola Walker, fine. Get rid of all the hangers-on, all the various sort of... people
I'll say get rid of Nicola Walker as well. The 8th Doctor is best when he's starting over. The early Charlotte Pollard ones, the early Lucy Miller ones, right? In fact, the entire Lucy Miller run was good. Right now, it just feels like he's going on fumes.
In under 2 hours, this ship is going to crash into the colony. Hence their distress call.
We landed on a ship on a collision course. Why didn't you tell us?
I feel we're being watched. The whole place is...
I'm bored. I'm sorry, I'm bored already. No, you're not talking
This is terrible. Absolutely awful.
Yeah.
My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.